Welcome to part 2 for relationships. I'm going to continue from part 1. So watch part 1 if you can, but let's connect with our breath. I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth and make sure you're focused in the present moment. Breathe in and out. If you're watching from part 2 or part 1, just keep continuing. Breathe in and out. When we connect with our breath, that is realigning us with our true self. It's one of the first steps. It's realigning us with our true self and helping calming those conflict thoughts that's going on, the war going on in our minds. Helps calm your body down. You calm your nervous system down. So when you breathe, do it nice and slow. And as I talk throughout this session, just keep breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth, nice and slow. And then when you need a break, go ahead and take a break, okay? Just listen. We would talk about a loss in part 1. So let's talk about that first. If you have went through a loss, it was meant to be. It's not your destiny. It's not your responsibility to control what happens at anybody else's destiny or purpose. Your destiny, you're still here for a reason. And you have to learn that they have free will. They have free will to cross over whenever they're ready. And say it was a tragic accident and they needed to come back. And if it was meant to be, if it was really meant to be, there's those near-death experiences, those people come back. But if it's not meant to be, you got to let it go because it's not your purpose. It's not your destiny. It was their soul's destiny, okay? It's a little hard to understand that sometimes, but when someone leaves your life, just know they are in peace and nothing but love, and they're okay. They want you to be happy. They want you to be free. They want you to find yourself again, align with your true self, let go of the sorrow, the loneliness, the sadness, the guilt of what could have happened. Let all that go. They're where they're supposed to be. Loss is a part of life, and that is a big lesson for all of us. But we also have to understand we don't really die. We just lose our bodies. We're a consciousness. We don't die. We're a soul. We go on. Our soul still goes on. They're still with you. That's why people can see spirits. That's why you might feel like they're with you still. But they do want you to be happy again. They want you to find that again and cultivate that. And that's what we're doing in here. That's what we're doing in here is we're cultivating our own happiness and aligning with our true self again and being the best version that we can. And that best version and aligning with our best self is finding our freedom and independence. You were dependent on your relationship for probably multiple reasons. Now you have to figure out how to make yourself happy. And you can do that. You have to figure out how to let go of all those heavy emotions, grab all your powers back, and learn how to use them again and control your emotions and create the reality that you deserve. You deserve to live a happy life until it's your time. I promise they're okay. Ask for signs from the universe. Ask for messages. Hey, is it okay that I'm happy? Is it okay that I let all this go finally? I'm ready to transmute it, let go, and live the life, that I'm supposed to. Even though it feels bad, feels uncomfortable, I know that's just releasing those heavy emotions. Breathe in and out. Everybody's got their own purpose, and your purpose is to learn how to control the way you're thinking and feeling and your energy and your reality. And if you're feeling guilty and consumed and in the loss, and you are sad, heartbroken, it's painful because you're focused on everything that went wrong. We're going to try to refocus on everything that's going right now and everything that you have an opportunity for. Now is your opportunity to live again, to find yourself, to find out who you are and who you want to become. The universe, your soul, whatever you believe in, they're giving you this opportunity for you to evolve and grow again. You can't do that when you're consumed with someone else, because most of your energy goes to that person and then your family and then, all of that. Most people lose themselves and don't realize it. They don't realize they, lost themselves, meaning they didn't figure out their true gifts and treasures inside because they were focused on everything else. They didn't realize that they could cultivate their happiness and abundance and health and the life that they want to live. So now this is your time to awaken and let all that go and find out who you are. So it was a blessing in disguise, even though it was painful. Your partner passed over. He or she's learning lessons up there, and they're watching you learn lessons. So the more that you evolve and grow, they are celebrating and they're growing and evolving and learning from you. And they truly want you to be happy because they're in their highest self up there. They're in unconditional love, and they want you to unconditionally love yourself, be patient with yourself, and love yourself again. So if you've went through a loss with someone crossed over, it's okay just to let it go and say, you know what? I love you. I'm always here. I know you're always there. I'm going to find myself again. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to go for my happiness. I'm going to manifest the life I want. And down the road, if there's someone meant for me to be with, that's fine. If not, I'm happy. No matter what age I'm at, I'm happy. And I feel happy. I don't have to have anybody, and I don't have to depend on anybody, and I'm free. And I was given that opportunity from that loss. Even though it's sad, I'm grateful for it. So we always turn something negative into something positive. That's how we transmute energy in our relationships or in anything else. Okay, this is what we're going to do in our sessions and my classes. Breathe in and out. Let them go. Wish them love. And when you're vibrating at that state, they feel that. They feel that love, that strength and bravery. They see you evolving and growing and, living the life that you should. And maybe that'll teach them to live the life that they should. Okay? All right, let's talk about if you've just lost someone because they've left you. That's all right. Let them go. We talked about that first session. The rejection's a closed door. It's all right. It's a blessing in disguise. Now it's time for you to realign with your true self. Find yourself again. Find out who you are and find out who you're going to become. It's the best journey in the world. I promise. Doesn't feel good at first. It's uncomfortable. But anytime we lose someone in our relationship, we got to go and realign with ourselves. And the very first thing I always want you to do is we have to learn the lesson. What lesson are we supposed to learn from someone passing over? What lesson are we supposed to learn, lessons, from someone leaving us? So we can grow, evolve, and let it go. Breathe in and out. And when we breathe, we realign with our true self. And when we realigned with our true self, it's giving you the wisdom. I'm just guiding you and giving you light to give you that peace again. Because it's easier hearing it from, someone hopefully that you resonate with. Sometimes you hear something and it just clicks and you're like, okay, yes, that's it. Transmutes, and then you feel lighter and you're ready to go. So We just got to learn what lessons that we're learning. So that's our first thing. And when we calm our mind and our body down, it's telling us the wisdom. Our true self's telling us, and then it's telling you how to let it go and heal. And it's telling you how to focus on yourself. It's telling you to start drinking water. Drink water. If it tells you to exercise, go exercise. If it tells you to stay away from certain individuals, stay away from certain individuals. If it tells you to do silent time, do silent time, meditation, yoga. If it tells you to not go to work that day, you need to rest, you better rest. Try and slow down. It's the best journey in the world. Being on your own, finding yourself again, manifesting the life that you want after you've healed, after you've learned to let go and transmute that relationship into something positive. So we're taking a negative relationship or a negative experience or something that feels painful, something that doesn't feel good, something that happened out of our control, that broke our heart because they don't feel, they don't love you the same way. That's all right. The love that you need doesn't come from there. The love that you need, it comes from inside of you. That's your lesson. You got to learn how to love yourself. You got to learn how that love comes within. That happiness comes within. That happiness wasn't based upon that person. That you're dependent and freedom. You weren't independent and you weren't free. Now you have that opportunity. Whether you've lost someone through death or through just the death of the body, because there's not really death, or you've lost someone just because they've walked away and they're ready to live their own life. It's okay. You truly want someone to be happy. You want them to be happy up there, and you want your person to be happy down here. You truly want that. If you're a good, genuine soul, you really want them to be happy. That's tapping into that heart, that unconditional love. And you're like, yeah, I actually do. So when you let go, you give that to them and you give that to yourself. Now here's your opportunity. And the universe is like, here's your opportunity to become empowered, to live the life that you deserve, to be in full control, not having someone pull you. That's the life you deserve. And if you're religious and you believe in God and all, in your belief systems, you think God wants you to be with someone that you're not aligned with your higher self, not aligned with Him. And God's within us, Source is within us. I want to explain that we're not separate from Source. We're not separate from God. We're not separate from the universe. We're all a part of it. We're all interwoven. So when we know that we don't want to be misaligned. We don't want to not be aligned with the universe and our soul and our higher self and Source. We all want to be aligned with that. And that's within, that becomes within. And most of the time in your relationship, you lose that. So do you think that if you are unhappy and miserable, you're misaligned? Do you think the universe wants that for you? God, whatever you believe in. Do you think that that's what they want for you? No. They want you to become aligned again. That's why it's failing. That's why the relationship isn't working. That's why they walked away. That's why there was a loss. That's why there was a door that was shut. It's time to walk away. And if you're the person walking away, or you need to, same advice. It's for everyone's better good, so that you can find your true self, evolve, and grow. It's highly important, and that is our first purpose down here, is to learn how to control the way we are thinking and feeling and our energy and our reality, and to focus on ourselves. It's not your responsibility to walk someone else's destiny, so it's okay to let go with whatever you're dealing with, whatever experience. It's okay to be happy, and you want them to be happy too. And you wish that for them. You wish them love and peace. Breathe in and out. So in Marset, we're healing right now. So we got to learn the lesson. That's when the healing takes place, when we learn the lesson and we implement the message and we listen. That's when the healing takes place. When your perspective changes, you start thinking different and feeling different, and your energy changes. That's when you start healing. The breath work helps you, but align with your true self, align with what you want, align with what makes you happy. That's the most important. This is your journey. No matter what you're dealt with, you can handle it. The universe is with you. But align with your true self and stay balanced, and you'll feel on point and empowered. And then you'll be on the right path, and the universe will be working for you and not against you, if that's what you feel like. And one day, if that's your desire, your dream is to be with your true soulmate, or the one, whatever you want to call it, because everybody has different beliefs. But if that's what you're longing for, it'll come. But then it'll come when you're aligned, and you'll manifest the perfect partner for you this time. So let all that go, because that's what you deserve. A person that's more aligned with you, a person that's for you, and whatever's meant for you will come into play. Just be patient, focus on yourself, learn to love yourself, cultivate that happiness, independence, and freedom. If anything is based on anybody else, you got to refocus, because it'll crumble and you won't feel good. That's why people that have $1 million aren't happy, because you can't base your happiness on money. Happiness comes from within. That's why people lose relationships, because they base their happiness sometimes they base their happiness on that relationship. And when it crumbles, they don't understand why. Well, it's for your better good. It's all going to work out. I promise you're going to be happy. The universe promises that for you. Just stay in tune. Be patient. Do your self-love and self-care. I'll see you next video. I hope I resonated with you today, enlightened you up, gave you some peace, gave you something to work with. Start doing the steps that make you healthy. Your higher self will tell you, go exercise, drink water, write all that down, write your goals down that you're going to start doing now. This is focusing on yourself. This is how you gain your happiness, your confidence, your strength. You got to do that work. It'll tell you. Just ask, okay? Calm your mind and your body down with your breath if you need to. I'll see you next video. We'll learn more, and to continue to be empowered and to keep our powers, harness them, learn how to use them, and to live the life that we deserve now. Namaste.